I hope I'm right about this. Are you kidding me? I almost had it! Drat! Man, I almost had it too is the worst thing about it. But I think I have a better idea of what I'm doing now. Alright, y'all, I'm back with another episode of Super Mario Sunshine to continue through some more of this game. So last episode, I tried to get some more shines off screen, but sadly could not. I failed several times and could not for the life of me get more shines. So, yeah, we're gonna try again and hope to God that we get something at the bare minimum. Because, so far my luck has been pretty garbage as of recently. I hate to admit it, but it's not been going as good as I hoped, and I'm really hoping that this time we actually prove to do a little bit better than last time. Hopefully. If we can get lucky. Although, speaking of which, I may want to look at my progression later to see how I'm doing, so... Oh, just barely missed it! That sucks. I kind of overshot the jump a little bit, but somehow I learned that you can actually land over there, so that's interesting. Okay, let's try this again. Woo! Just barely enough. I was able to make it through somehow, which I'm kind of surprised, actually. I thought, honestly, for sure I was going to fail that and wasn't going to make it, but somehow, some way I made it anyway, so... I mean, I made it at least, that's something. Alright, so let's figure out how we're gonna do this, because... Ooh, I almost got hit there, dude. Oh, my Jesus. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about these wind spirits, but they are brutal to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's try to figure out how we're gonna do this, because this shine's a lot tougher than I thought this was gonna be going into this. Thank you. Alright, come on, Yoshi. I think I did that too late. Oh, I still got it. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. I thought that was not gonna be enough distance to make it over there, but somehow I was proven wrong. That is risky as hell, dude. I don't know how that was enough distance to make it over the way over there, but the fact that it is a freaking miracle, okay? Whew, close call. Ooh, that is risky as hell, dude. No, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna risk it. It's better to just go over here and then go over there. Because that way... There we go, got it. See, it's way easier to do it that way, because this way you can get over there a lot faster. You see? I can use my brain. I know what I'm doing. Alright, let's figure out this shine again, because I could not for the life of me figure this one out. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for that guy to actually get over here, because... Otherwise, I was not going to be in the right position anyway, so... Gosh darn it, I was about to speak to him, but I was worried because I was not in the right position earlier, so... Yep, that was not in the right position. That is what I get for not paying attention. I blame myself for that. But that doesn't matter, because I have 4 lives, so I can always try again. I ain't no snitch. It's just trying to find the sweet spot is the thing, but it's difficult to do so when you're very limited in what you can do, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not impossible, but you know what I mean, okay? Oh, no. That was still not it. I think he threw me a little too hard, and therefore that's why I missed it again. Sheesh. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm hoping to God that I got this right. Okay, come on now. I know I can do this. I know it looks difficult, but if you know what you're doing, it's not that hard, so... There we go. Okay, now this one's gonna be admittedly a little tougher, because I tried to get this the last couple times, and I couldn't do it perfectly, so... Oh, I got it this time! Nice! Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. I'm assuming what you need to do is... Oh. I can't do that when these Stroll and Stews are in the way, so... So I need to actually get rid of them. Alright, so it's telling me that the software thing is completed. I kind of did that a little too early, but that was because I was really worried I was going to get hit by the strolling stew anyway. Okay, so the shine is over there. What is over there? I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, so I understand that the shine is over there. Now the question is, what distance do I have to be at in order to get over there? That's the kicker. Now, I don't know if he's going to give me enough distance to get over there specifically, but I may have to check on the guide for this one. Hold on a second. 1 second. I don't want to look like a freaking idiot because, like I said, this is my first time experiencing this game, so I don't want to screw it up to the point where I just end up having to redo this whole thing all over again, and what I just went through is completely worthless. So I want to make sure that I'm heading in the right direction, so... 1 second, dude. Hold on. Okay, so you need to be at the far right side, right? Okay, so you need to make sure that he is... Let me look at this again. Hold on. I don't want to look like an idiot, that's why. Okay. So it doesn't look like it's too difficult. I just have to wait for him to get all the way over here. So I'm assuming that the angle that you need to be at is somewhere over here, I'm assuming? I hope I'm right about this. Are you kidding me? I almost had it! Drat! Man, I almost had it too is the worst thing about it. But I think I have a better idea of what I'm doing now. Gosh darn it, I thought I had the right angle, and turns out I did not. Oh well. Well, you can't blame me for at least trying. But that's really upsetting that that was not the right distance, even after all that trouble I just gone through. But I think I have a general better idea of what we're doing, so... It's just getting to this third Pianta is the problem. I'm gonna risk it. Yep, that was not the right distance. Oh well. And it's not the first two that is a problem, it's just the third one that becomes an issue, because you have to be in the right position for it to work, and it's difficult to do so when you're not in the right position, you know what I mean? Like, it's not impossible, it's just really tricky is the thing. That's what's tripping me about this. Because I got it perfectly that time, I just couldn't get the angle of that last one right. And I made it pretty far is the thing too, so... Okay, I hope... Yeah. Yeah, I was way off course. Yep. Well, that was gonna happen. And the thing is, you can't use cheats to get all the way over there. You're forced to do this with the bare minimum that you have. So... Okay. Hold on a second, dude. Okay, that was not the intended position I was trying to be in, but okay, I guess. Okay, that time I was in the right position, so okay, we're good on that. Now it's this third one that's really the tough one to deal with, so... Okay, I gotta make sure I'm in the right position for this to work. Hold on. Mario, you're a bit too close to the edge, buddy. I would not advise you doing that. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. Woo! Barely made it. Okay, we need to get rid of these trolling stews because there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this when they're all around me like that. Crap. I just ended up letting one ram into me by accident. Okay, I did this correctly last time, so this one isn't hard. I kind of did that a bit too early, but I was worried I was going to get hit by the deal anyway. Okay, so let's figure out this situation here. I understand that I have to be over there, but the question is, what distance do I have to be in order for this to work? Because I looked at the, I'm looking at the guide right now of how you're supposed to do this, and I was not in the right position last time. So it seems like you have to be a little bit more to the middle in order for this to work. At least that's my understanding. Or do you have to be in the middle? I'm gonna risk it anyway. Yep, that was too far to the right. I should have been a little bit more to the right side. Darn it! Oh well. Well, we're gonna try that again. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna figure out this situation, okay? You cannot convince me to give up. I know I failed again and got another game over, but I'm not giving up on this shine. I'm gonna figure this situation out. I'm getting much further than I usually am with this shine, because before, I couldn't figure out how you're supposed to do it, but now that I understand where you have to be in order for the whole thing to work, I have a much better idea and plan now of what I can do. So, it's not that difficult, it's just that positioning is key for this to work. That's the problem. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep on trying until I get this right, darn it. You can't convince me to give up. A good gamer does not give up. Even if it takes him like over 100 attempts to try and get one shine, he doesn't give up. He keeps trying until he figures out how to do it, darn it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. You're not going to convince me to give up on this shine. I'm gonna get this shine whether I like it or not. I don't give a freaking care what any of y'all say. I am way too determined to not let this falter now, because I have a much better idea now of what I'm supposed to do. Woo! Give me that, thank you. I have a much better idea now of what we're supposed to do, so it's just that positioning is key for this to work. And it's not, the first, second, and fourth ones are not that bad, it's just only the third and last one that ends up getting on my nerves, so that's why positioning is key for this to work, so. Alright, let's figure out how we're gonna do this. Probably a little too early, but whatever. Alright. Let's first go over here. That was close, dude. That always gets me nervous. Oh, whoops. There we go, got it. I was not aiming in the right direction. That's why that kept happening. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna figure this out. I don't care how long it takes. As long as we figure out what we're supposed to do here, we're fine. I have a much better idea now of what we're doing, so it's just that positioning is key for this to work, is the thing. Okay, so the first one isn't bad. Okay. Okay, I need to wait for him to actually come back over here because I came in there a little bit too late, so. Darn it, I was gonna speed to him, but I was too late. I kind of hesitated there because I was worried that I was gonna mess up the angle. I'm gonna risk it. Whoo, that was close, dude. I almost fell off the edge, but thankfully, Mario caught up on his feet and didn't actually fall, so we're good, we're good. You're having a little too much fun there, Mario. Okay, but at least we got over here, so at least we got that. Okay, let's get rid of this shirtless stoop. Okay, no. There's way too many distractions here, so... How did he get damaged and hit the enemy at the same time? That makes no sense. Did you see that? He legit just damaged the enemy, and then he actually got hit at the same time. How does that make any logical sense, dude? Okay, I kind of hesitated there, but that doesn't matter. Okay. It's just trying to figure out about this last angle that is a problem. I'm assuming if I was a bit further to the right side here, I wouldn't have that same problem, because last time I tried to aim in the center to see if that would work, and clearly, as you saw earlier, that did not work. So, I'm assuming that if you were in the center, you wouldn't have that problem. Let's try it. There we go. Now I got it. Okay, finally I got the shine after, like, God knows how many episodes, but finally we got another one. That took a little bit of thinking for me to figure that one out, but hey, we finally got it, so that took a little longer than I would have liked, but at least we were able to collect that shine, so hey, practice makes perfect, as they say. Don't give up until you figure out a solution to the problem. You can't rush perfection, as they say. Alright, let's try to at least get one more shine for this video. Pianta Village, Episode 6. Piantas in Need. Let's see what this shine is about. Oh, dear Lord. They're all covered in lava and goo. Oh no, I just went away for a bit and now look. I can't believe it, another fine mess. It's a doozy. Some of the villagers are trapped in that burning ooze. And I just finished excavating everyone a little while back. What in the world's happening? I think I may just start crying. I'm sorry to trouble you time after time, but please, could you find the time to help us out again? 10 villagers are trapped in the slime. You must hurry. 3 minutes. Oh, that's quite a strict time. Okay, this sounds like quite the task. Okay. Let's try and figure this out. Okay, that's one Pianta. Mario, you're going in the incorrect direction, buddy. Alright, that's 2. Alright, that's 3. Alright, there doesn't look like there's any over here, so this area seems to be clear. So let's move over to this part here. Because there's definitely some over here that we have to clean up. Alright, that's 4. Okay, there's 2 over here, so let's start by cleaning this girl out first. That's 5. Oh, there's 2 of them here. Two birds and one stone. I'll take it. Alright. So this is the next one. Alright, that's 8. Alright, so just 2 more. Let's try to figure out where those last 2 are. Alright, here's the next one. Alright, that's 9. Okay, one last one is left. Alright, let's go see where this last one is. Yeah, we have over a minute. This shouldn't take us too long. Okay, so to my understanding, he's not located over here. So what that means is that he's located over here. Compared to that last one, this one was a cinch. This was not hard at all. I only had 47 seconds left. Okay, that 3-minute timer was way more generous than I was expecting it to be. Okay. So that was honestly not as hard as I thought that was. Which is kind of funny considering that the previous one proved to be way tougher than this. That's a really funny coincidence, honestly. You're the savior of Beyonza Village. We're in your debt. As a reward, please take this. Thank you. I was fully expecting that shine to go all the way back over to where I just cleaned those piñatas. I would have been actually kind of pissed if that were the case. But thankfully I was wrong, so we're good. I guess for the sake of me, I might as well collect this blue coin. I know it's not necessary, but considering that you don't know where these blue coins are going to spawn in every single time, I might as well just get it now, so. Alright. Oh, it's been 20 minutes? I thought that was going to be a lot longer. Huh. Let's try and see if we can get that shine that we couldn't get last time. That Pachinko machine one. I want to see if I can actually test my luck with that shine again. Call me crazy, but I just want to see if I can test my luck again. Because honestly, the last time I attempted it, I got pretty darn close and almost got all the red coins, but sadly couldn't get those last two. But I'm curious to see if you can actually do this without using the normal nozzle. Because I know you can actually, it intends you to actually have that so you can aim yourself of where you're supposed to go and whatever. But I want to see if it's possible that you can use this for the shine instead. I actually got it in their first attempt. Who would have thought, huh? Alright, let's figure this out. Whew, close call. Okay, I was able to get it at least. It kind of sucks that the game doesn't give you control of Mario again until after he gets to the edge of the machine. That would have been cool if you can actually do that, but I guess, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I somehow got that with no problem. Okay, I respect you for that, Mario. That was not a good idea to do that. That was my own bad. And you know why that happened? Because I kind of hesitated there a little bit. That was my own darn fault for doing that. So, I blame myself for that. What the hell, Mario? Wait, is it possible that you can actually get it from... Oh, crap. No, it's not. I thought it's possible that you can do it, but nope. Apparently it isn't. Oh my god, my man is literally stuck. Whew, that one was a little risky, but I got it at least. Okay. Okay, so this one isn't too tough, so that one at least is pretty easy. Now the difficulty comes from the last two that are located on the bottom left and the top right. So those are going to be the tricky ones. Okay, this one too is also not that hard, so... Okay, so we're not doing too bad. This one's going by a little better than last time, so I'll give Mario some props for that. Okay, now the issue boils down to the other two. Oh, nope, I was way too slow. That was my fault. It's really weird that Mario dies by just floating in the air like that. I don't really understand the gaming logic around that, but it's really strange that this is how Mario dies effectively. I don't get it. Oh, crap. Shoot! Messed up. That is such a weird way to die, man. That is so weird. You cannot convince me that that's not normal. We're gonna figure this out. Okay. Alright, so this one relatively is not that hard, so this one we can easily get with no problem. It could have been cool if you can actually go over there to get it, but, you know, game rules. Okay, so this one is not that hard. Oops, I kind of did not mean to do that. I was trying to use the rocket launcher, but then I completely forgot that I wasn't using it, so... Yeah, that was my complete fault. Yep. Okay, actually he failed this time, which is kind of rare. He didn't do that the last few times. Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna figure this out. Okay, so... Alright, this one overall is not that hard, so we got that. Alright, so... This next one should not be too tricky, so... Oh! Okay, never mind. We just got it with no problem. Okay? Not the intended way that I was trying to do it, but okay. I respect you for that, Mario. And we got that one relatively simple, too. Okay, now the challenge is going to come from the last two, because they're all located on the right side. So we'll need to see how we can get those. Is it possible that you can wall jump all the way over there? No, it is not. It seems like you can, but you can't. You don't have enough space or speed to do that. Which kind of sucks, because it would have been cool if you've been able to do that, but unfortunately you can't, so... Okay, so we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Darn it! I was trying to see if it was possible you can grab the coin from over there, but apparently you can't. Drat. Okay. How the hell are we going to do this? Yeah, I was way too slow. I tried, but I was way too freaking slow. The problem is the angle, though. That's the reason that I keep screwing this up. Okay, so let's... No, it's too late. Mario, it's way too late. If you end up going into that middle one, there's no way you're going to be able to get all the way over there, so... You were far too late. Alright. We're going to figure this out. Come on. Okay, I think what you need to do is you need to be over here. There you go. Okay, that one is not that hard. Now it's just that last one on the top right that's giving me issues. Okay, how the hell are we going to be able to get that last one? Let me see. I tried, but nope, I did not have enough speed. Gosh, freaking dang it. It looks possible is the thing. I just don't know how to get over there with this rocket launcher, because normally you're supposed to use the water nozzle to get over there, but since I don't have it, I don't know how in the world I'm going to be able to get this last coin. Oh! Okay, I just got it. Okay. I was trying to figure out how you're supposed to get it, and then I actually figured out a way of how to get it. Okay, so now I just have to get to the center of the machine if I can, because that's where the shine is located. So that shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Okay, not if Mario's going to do that every 2 seconds. Okay, let's try to figure this out. I think it was like this? Oh my god, I had it and then of course I failed. Man, that sucks. And I almost got it too. It looked like I almost had it too. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, whoops. I keep forgetting to switch to the other nozzle. I keep forgetting to do that. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do this so often, but it's a constant habit. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was gonna fail. Oh well. Well, you can't blame me for trying at least. I almost got it on that last attempt too, is the thing. I'm gonna attempt this one more time before I wrap up the episode. I'm gonna attempt to do this one more time because honestly, it looks like it's possible. It does look like it. So, I'm gonna attempt it one more time and try to see if I can make this work. Because I know it's possible. I know it is. It does look tough, but it's not as difficult if you know what you're doing. So I'm gonna figure this situation out. I'm not gonna be up until I figure this out. There we go. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. Come on. Okay, I keep forgetting to change nozzles again. I don't know why this has been a constant habit, but I keep forgetting to change nozzles. And it's because I'm not used to this game's controls compared to all the other titles I usually play. Okay, nope, I aimed that way too late. That was far too late. Okay, let's try that again. There we go, got it. Alright, that was enough distance to get that this time. Okay, now we can go ahead and get the easier ones. Okay, not like that, Mario. Oh my lord, Mario just got stuck for like 2 minutes. He legit just could not move. What the hell, bro? He legit just got stuck on that pole for like 2 minutes. What the heck was that about? And I completely missed it. I tried to get it, but I was not in the right position. I think to begin with, I should have been on the far left side. There we go. Now I got it. I wish I would have figured out about that earlier. Okay, and I don't think that last one should be too tricky, because I already know how you're supposed to get it, so... Oh. Okay. Darn it, I almost had it! Wait. Okay, never mind! You can actually still get it from over there. I thought you can't, but... Okay, was proven wrong. That's really funny. I thought I was gonna fail that, but okay. Somehow I proved myself wrong. Even I'm amazed by my own absurdity. Nope, I was way too late. I'm gonna stay committed. I'm gonna stay committed. Because honestly, it's not worth it to try and correct your position when you're gonna get back over to the beginning anyway. Okay. Second attempt, yet that first attempt didn't go as planned. That's really weird, but okay, at least I got it. Okay, so that wasn't as bad as I thought that was, actually. It's just positioning is key is the thing, and it's just that top right coin that ended up giving me the most amount of trouble, but other than that, that was not that hard, shockingly, which is really surprising. Alright, well, with that, I think this is a good stop to wrap up this episode, so I'm going to wrap up this video here. We made a lot of good progress. We were finally able to get 3 shines. We got a new one that we hadn't collected before, and finally was able to redo those 2 that I failed last time. So, hey, give me some credit. I'm getting better. Made a lot of progress, so that's something at least. Now, I don't know exactly what's going to be in it for the next episode when we get back, but... Oh, whoops. Wrong button. But judging by the fact that there's still a lot that we have to do, given the fact that there is a lot of coins that I'm still missing and a lot of other stuff that we still have to look for, there's a lot we have to cover, so we still need to figure out where the remaining stuff is and try to figure out how in the world we're going to figure out, where the other stuff is. So we'll just have to keep that in mind as we progress. So I don't think it should be too bad. But overall, we still need to figure out where the rest of the stuff is and then try to get everything out of the way as soon as possible. So we'll figure it out as we go along. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the amount of progress we did so far. We were able to get rid of most of the stuff with no problem. And overall, yeah, that's pretty much about it. So I'll see you guys next time for the next video when we come back to continue through some more of this game and get through the rest of the game as you would expect. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the next episode when we come back. There may be a chance that I may try to go for that shine that I couldn't get over to last time. But let me figure it out and see what we'll do for the next video. But anyway, see you guys next time for the next episode. So till next time, guys, bye.